behind us.
Here for the MX2 guys, you know, obviously they've not had a lot of time. You know, you got to get back. You got to get
soil where Roczen is. So
5-second board goes up now. Dave Nicol, our FIM race director, looks like it's stacked with MX2 guys up the inside this time around. Put the weakest guy up the inside, but Dean Ferris again on that Yamaha. Roczen alongside him, and Sean Simpson, I think, for a great interesting start there. So, but Dean Ferris, an MX2 rider for Team Australia, he is leading the way. But look at this, it's, as you say, an MX2 fest at the moment. Dean Ferris, Ken Roczen, Eli Tomac, Justin Barsha, the first of the open class guys there in fourth. So Americans riding line astern at
a little bit of a sigh of relief. You've got your riders running third and fourth right now. Barsha did what he needed to do. He's the top open class rider, but this still, you got 30 minutes plus 2 laps, and as we saw last time.
At the start, no, that was the pass. Took him high and wide. Tomac there in third, going to be right behind him. So here's Roczen, a little bit short on the landing. Ferris, a little bit long on the landing. Tomac times it just perfectly as he looks to find a decent rut. So Jordi Tixier as Tomac looking for a way through, and he finds a way through up into second position then. So Dean Ferris looking to respond here. Oh, and he does so immediately. And almost a deja vu moment between these two guys.
Exactly where they met last time in the ill-fated moment of Eli Tomac's first moto. But again, also, it's going to be interesting.
Getting around to coming to complete. He might be ahead of Tixier, and we'll see what his lap times are. Another fastest lap, and that gap half a second between Roczen and Tomac as they came through at the end of the third lap.
That had Roczen's number, it was Tomac, and I think it frustrated Roczen many times, even in Supercross and also in the AMA Motocross Outdoor Series. It very well could, so we'll see what happens right now, and I think Tomac, having come from the back of the pack, is going to be riding in a more loose state.
Nice line there from Roczen, wide and sweeping in through that from the back on our cameras from both angles. So, you know, very lucky to get away. Yeah, a little bit dinged up, but he's okay.
Yeah, we had the luxury of watching it in frame by frame too, and a couple of photographers had a fantastic shot point at this one. But I'm looking at Desal. If Desal takes over Barsha right here, then we're tied, and we're tied on 28, I believe. Yep. So it's earlier. You just need to get
maybe caught something again, like
Tomac, you just need to figure out what you need to do.
Van Horbeek is still there in 8th.
Yep, it must have been Van Horbeek must have got somebody there because. At this point right now, I mean, the one thing is for the
in the turn 7.
Yep, we're looking on the monitors, not a very big monitor, and they're both clearly in the screen. So that's, like I said, doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that one out.
Nice sight, both of us. Well, this is a battle then. 4.5 minutes plus 2 to go. Deja vu for Ken Roczen and Eli Tomac. Eli Tomac of the Team USA has worked extremely hard to start at the far hill there, just at the top of the screen, dropping up into that bank turn. How the sun is going to be sweeping around there for the third and final race. That's going to play, well, I don't know whose advantage. Tomac senses a victory here. He would love to do that to Roczen on home soil. Roczen has said that he can win a moto here. Well, if he thinks that. And Brock Glover, we have a bit of a showdown between these two guys. Again, not the first time for these two during a year. They race each other week in, week out, back home in the US. So love, he would be disappointed if he were to lose it now, so close to the end of this race, wouldn't he?
Absolutely, and you've been in the position when you've won a championship. My very first exposure to the sport.
Looking for a move. Oh, side by side over the jump here. Yep. Roczen takes a look over his shoulder. Tomac is going around the outside. Has he got the move on the inside here? Sorry to cut over you there, Brock.
No,
these two guys.
You're a motocross fan, and this is what you came to see right here. Tomac whipping it around the outside there, do a little scrub on the outside. He's carrying a lot more speed, but he has so much more ground to cover that it's not effective.
36 seconds down on this battle here.
Well, if this is the future of motocross worldwide, you're in good hands watching these two guys. Talented riders. Break here, kind of. Till my first exposure to Motocross Nations way back in 1983 when we rode dinosaurs and square wheels. But here we come onto their soil, and believe me, I can tell you this right now as we're sitting here some 30 years later, I wanted to spoil their parade in the worst of ways. I wanted to spoil their parade, I can promise you. So hopefully Tomac in that case wants to, but on the other side, Roczen wants to win on his home turf.
Of course he does. Just getting a bit of a spring on the bounce there, but again, he's got a good line around there, Tomac, and until the final lap.
And Tomac goes into
running wide.
Roczen goes into a defensive mode to cover the line he had Tomac on earlier, and then obviously Tomac took the inside line.
Number 2, Ken Roczen of Germany. Lap times last time around, well, I mean, there was only 2/10 in it as they came on the line, so pretty much even.
I don't think you're going to get there before the 30 minutes is up. I think you're going to see 2 laps.
I think we are. 22 seconds, 21. You know what? It's going to be very, very tight, and that might be.
I didn't know I was going to substitute, so I started it. There you go. So this point right here, you know, again, Tomac's closer. He didn't have to worry about riding defensively there.
This is pressure, though, for Roczen, isn't it?
Oh, clearly.
It just comes down to line choice now, though, doesn't it, between these guys? Because obviously it's harder to lead than it is to follow. Roczen, you know, he'll go defensive, might get caught out, and Tomac can just capitalize, right? Nice line there from Ken Roczen just coming out. He was in between ruts and riding right on the crest of it there just to try and stay out of the holes. I mean, you look at the ruts and the holes.
He's trying everything he can right now. He wants to win this thing in the worst of ways. Certainly doesn't want to make the same mistake coming up. And
mistake there
Roczen makes a little tiny cut, but
shows him a wheel.
Tried to get underneath him there in a spot they really couldn't have done, and it ended up actually losing a couple bike lengths. But
Simpson's gone down. He's down. So not a good moto for Sean Simpson then, and Gene B. Nichols in 11th place. But this is what it's all come down to. A little bit slow.
Tomac just made a major mistake again.
It was the danger zone for Roczen, wasn't it? You know, he's obviously thankful that Tomac is not that close as they start the last lap. But we know how hard Tomac can ride here.
These guys want to say they're the MX2 guy that won an overall moto. You know, Roczen clearly wants to do it in his home soil. Tomac's not nearly as close.
So Roczen then, he thinks he can still go on and win this race. It's for him to lose and Tomac to gain. I mean, a vital 6:37 seconds down. He's not even over the line. 44 seconds now between those. That's the pace that these guys are pushing.
These guys are running an incredible pace. I mean, Tomac made a huge mistake back there. You know, we're coming into that final corner where Tomac has shown a wheel almost each, you know, right now. So it'd be interesting to see if Roczen actually changes his line to take that option out of
well, he's gone inside here.
Big mistake last time. He needs to get through it cleanly to get a drive, and if he doesn't, it's over.
He's good there.
Roczen got a little sideways, didn't seem to lose much drive. I just don't think it's going to happen. He's not close enough. But that's an amazing race for the fans.
Almost off the back.
Throttle.
And Ken Roczen.
He did. He took the inside line away from him.
He wins a moto here. He's never done that before. Ken Roczen, Team Germany, picks up a point. Well, they're going to need that going into the last race. These two guys, they race each other every week. Eli Tomac, he knows. Just rough mathematics here. At the moment, Belgium and now leading the way on 25. USA on 28. It's
a big problem, and he rode all the way up to third, and a solid result for Team Belgium.
Well, you know, I felt pretty strong, and I think I was warmed up good from the first moto. Grabbed another good start, and I think we ran wide open all the way through the checkered flag. So overall, it was super good. I had all good starts. Great ride from Eli. I don't know, I'm stoked, and I think I won the MX2 again, so absolutely amazing.
Well done.
Thank you.
Absolutely, that's what I needed in the first one. You know, but man, all I can say, that was one of the most fun races I've ever had in my life. You know, me and Kenny went at it the whole entire time. Just, you know, I wasn't able to get close enough in the spot where I thought I could make the pass, and that was right before the finish line. It was just like whoever started in front of each other was going to win that race because we were so close.
Okay, Nations classification, Belgium win by 3 points over the USA. It's a secure victory for the first time since 2004. Lierop, the Netherlands, the last time they were able to stand on that top step of the podium on the back of Roczen and challenging for a possible second place finish. TC, Tony Cairoli, your overall individual winner.